About me, part 4. So, when I was young, that was probably before Olympics. Um, I was normally skating outside because I had apartment. I lived in an apartment, and I had like without roof ice rink. So and I had a window, and I had thermometer. So when I look at thermometer, if the weather is good, to me it's like it should be less than 25, minus 25. So in most cases, the whole winter is less than minus 25. So if I see it's a good temperature, I go outside, and I was skating many times alone. Open ice rink. I had gate, actually two gates, but I didn't use two. I just used one. So, and I was practicing different shots, skate and this and that. And then it was a day, one of older guys, he was older than me, he was playing for some team. He told me about a Swedish guy from Sweden. I think his name Forsberg. But that guy was older than me, the Swedish guy. He was older than me, and he told me about his trick shot. That some people talking about trick shot, and I was trying to understand what is trick shot. He did show me basically. So later, I guess I was talking to him, and I was trying to understand who that guy was. And then I was watching those games because Sweden, they did play sometimes, and you cannot see them every day on TV. Basically, where I was, I could only see Sweden playing sometimes, not every day. So and then I've seen that guy. He was playing. So he was much older than me. So I guess now he is retired. He's getting pension or something. So, but anyway, I did like the idea of trick shot because what I've seen, it's very standard. It's a pass, and then another pass and scoring. But for me, sometimes I was alone, skating alone. Or I had a friend, but he didn't skate, but sometimes he go outside. He was like a goalie for me. Goalie, but without skates. So, and I had a mask, additional mask, like a plastic one, kind of like for Canadians, for the old style mask, plastic and holes. So I had that mask, and I gave him so the puck doesn't go to your face. So I was practicing many times, and I came to idea to come to my own special goals or trick shots because that Swedish guy had it, but I decided I don't want to copy. I just want to come to my own, and because many times I was alone or with just one goalie, I was working on my own trick shots. I spent a lot of time thinking and practicing and changing. Some of it actually I don't see it. I had some that they do not have because later when I was showing to some scouts that had to basically help me with playing hockey, I didn't show them everything. So some of those trick shots, the big part they got, but some of them they didn't. And like personal game, when you go 1 against 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, that personal game I did not teach them. They've seen something a little bit, but I had my personal game developments different, trying this or that or that. Or I did have. Besides trick shots, I had personal game with trick movements and different trick passes, whatever. So I did go beyond just trick shot. I did come to my own ways, and later, all the hockey players, they told me I can coach because they coach, and if they see you have a lot of your stuff, because they told me we don't see anyone playing like that, doing like that, so you can coach. So me being young, I don't know, that was before 17 years old, somewhere before, maybe 14, 15, 16. So I could coach, and they told me professional hockey players many times, people asking different questions, the way they do, they need to give private lessons. Nobody should bother them to show this or this, otherwise they play games and they go home. They don't like to waste time talking. If you want to take private lesson, yeah, they can do it. So basically they suggested me to do the same, but because of scouts and all that kind of group which walking, looking, they got my trick shots, and for some reason I see NHL players are using it, but I told them I need to coach, I need to have some kind of money for that, or they need to help me with something to get somewhere, whatever. So whatever I have is not like for free use, because they came to look for a talent, not to steal something from the talent. But the way they talk, they want to use my stuff and give someone else. I did not like that idea. So I don't really like idea that they're using that in the NHL. I would say if they want to use it, then NHL should give me some compensation, because it is a show, and for the show, they should have everything more legal, not like some kind of guy trying to get from other guy and don't want to pay for it. So basically, my vision on that, NHL had to screen better and ask for original talent, tell hockey players to take private lessons from him, or it should be some kind of agreement, because I did not do that for a free giveaway. My plan was actually to use for myself later when I go to professional hockey playing, but my parents didn't like me to do it. They liked me to go to college, so I guess I went to college, but still I wanted to take advantage of my different developments I had for coaching or for anything, which at that time was normal. So, but I see right now everybody's using, but like I said before, I need some kind of compensation for that. I don't think that's the right show. That was for me to decide who's gonna make that show. I could allow Canadian, I could allow this, or I could allow anyone I like. It's not for scouts to take and give and tell everybody to do that, because it's not their technique, they didn't work on it. To me, it had to be done in a different way. And I'm living in the United States since 1991 fall. First I was in New York, then I was in Minnesota, then California, Hawaii, then back to California. So whoever wanted to have that show for like NHL because they have like 20,000 people. They keep showing that, but how did you get it? They were doing actually against my wish because, like I told you, I had to have some benefit. Either you taking private lessons or if you're using somehow work out some kind of deal. It's normal way. You're not supposed to try to suck something and tell an NHL guy to do it. That's not the right show to me. So I guess because I'm in the United States and I see it's not only Russian or Belarusian people, they were showing those trick shots. I see Americans, I see Canadians. So to me, because if I'm living here from fall of 91, they had to contact me. They don't need to listen to some kind of stories. Because those scouts, those walking people around, first thing they got it, they had to check with me, but they don't want. They keep telling everybody basically to do that. They are not my people to say that. So in sport, from what I know, you need to take private education. So they were allowing for me basically, and I have no benefit, nothing. So to me, if I'm in America, okay, maybe Russia or Belarus cannot come, but Americans, Canadians, they could talk to me and they could have some kind of agreement. I don't really think 20,000 people and plus ESPN, how many people are watching hockey on ESPN, I don't think they need to watch all those trick shots where basically those trick shots were acquired not in a good way. They were asking me, but I told them, basically I told them either I need to give private lessons or I need some kind of help with something. I don't want to give away, basically. But the way they did, they tell everybody, but I have nothing. So maybe they want to try to get money from me. Basically what they saw, they want to tell somebody else to do and give to them money. That's not right. They should not have that kind of business. If they see they are not the talent. So it's like in Hollywood. In Hollywood, for the show, for any show, they have a bunch of people involved, and everybody should get paid. And those like scouts or working with them people, they don't understand that. They think they can take first part and use to own advantage and probably get paid for that original guy. That is crooked way for me. So anyway, anyone want to talk to me about trick shots? It's not just trick shots. I had trick shots and I had like individual game, my personal ways. Some of it probably went to them too. I don't really believe Pavel Bure, the way he played. Some of it I see that's mine. How he got it, probably again because of those spine scouts, and I don't really like it. And not only him, some other people could be involved too. I see, for instance, I think Crosby go around the gate. That was my way. Many times go around the gate and look for the gap to shoot. That one, and plus he was scoring in a certain way. I can tell I had it, so I can easily see who is using mine. Because, like say, Wayne Gretzky, when he started to play, like in the NHL, I've seen like his first games NHL. It was, I believe, like in 80 something. So, I think so, 80s. So, anyway, I've seen on TV, he was like accepted to NHL, this and that. And then some games, beginning of 80s, I've seen games. And if you look, they never had trick shots. if you look at games of close to 80, before 80, a little bit after 80, you will not see trick shots that you see today. Or if you see like after, I would say after 83, that's when I went to college, 83. That's pretty much, I stopped working on trick shots. But I had those scouting people maybe 82 or something. So from beginning of 80s, those trick shots might start appear in 80s and 90s because they keep talking. But if you look at games before, like say 1980, nobody was using trick shots. Only Forsberg from Sweden. And if anybody was using that kind of trick shot, they call it Forsberg shot, right? But I came to other shots. So I couldn't use, because I didn't play, but I wanted to use for coaching, for instance. Even if I go to college, I want to get some benefit of my previous developments and work with somebody. But it happened that I told too much to the scouts and working people. They didn't get everything, but they got quite many things. But anyway, to me, for NHL show, for ESPN, they had to work back and find me and make it more fair. Otherwise, I think it's unfair. I was working on that, and later they showed to 20,000 people arenas, and they're showing on the ESPN, and I'm getting nothing. They're getting. They're not supposed to even show. Anyway, if somebody want to talk to me, then contact me, and I'm on Facebook, I guess, Ice Hockey 93. Contact me there. This is my YouTube channel, Ice Hockey 93, but I have Facebook, Ice Hockey 93 as a group. You can leave a message or use messengers. The messenger, I have messenger with Facebook. Anyway, have a good time, bye.